Live from the Tillis Center on Long Island, New York, this is the Will Cain Show. We're here ahead of tonight's Fox Nation Patriot Awards. But today also marks day 37 of the government shutdown. No end in sight. We did get news of a different end today out of Washington.
I want you, my fellow San Franciscans, to be the first to know. I will not be seeking re-election to Congress. With a grateful heart, I look forward to my final year of service as your proud representative.
And of course, with that news, we couldn't miss an opportunity to take a trip down memory lane.
There's no point in saying good morning, because it certainly is not one.
God bless America. Thank you very much.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
You're not taking any arrows out of your quiver. You're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
End this shutdown now. Thank you.
This is not an attempt to ban TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe, a winner.
Good afternoon. President Trump used this moment today to close his Oval Office remarks with reaction to Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi's
I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
and on Dick Cheney.
I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible. Thank you very much.
And Nancy Pelosi and her party costing the American people today with a continued government shutdown. But as far as the blame game goes, it seems to be Republicans. The voters are, say, responsible for this shutdown. Polling shows 52% blame Trump and or congressional Republicans, while only 42% blame Democrats. It's incredibly confusing. It's confusing also to Ben Shapiro.
This is the first time in recent memory that I can remember with regard to a government shutdown in which there has been an attempt to blame the party that wants the clean CR for the shutdown.
Yes.
Like, usually the shoe's on the other foot. Usually the Republicans are the ones who are responsible for the government shutdown because they're asking for changes. As soon as the situation is changed, suddenly the blame still falls on Republicans.
But there is an answer to the mystery. The media is playing defense for Democrats. An analysis of evening news broadcast revealing that over the last month, there were only 12 critical statements or favorable statements for Republicans, but 83 favorable statements for Democrats. President Trump today doubling down on what he calls the nuclear option.
I think it's time for them to end the filibuster and just put everybody back to work. There's so many things we could put in, including tax cuts that we could get, and we could do it all ourselves. Yeah, but to do that, you have to end the filibuster. The filibuster is, and they'll do it too. They'll immediately do it.
But in stops the defender of the filibuster. Surprise, Bernie Sanders.
The Republicans understand that the filibuster is an important part of what the Senate is, that it's not going to happen.
It's an odd position for Bernie Sanders, incredibly important part of the Senate, he says, regarding the filibuster. It's incredibly odd because if you go to his website right now, you will read that he is loud and proud, has support for ending the filibuster. He's been saying that since, of course, July of 2020. He, of course, has support as well among fellow Democrats, because you'll remember the way it was described by Joe Biden.
President Barack Obama said he believed the filibuster was a relic of the Jim Crow era. Do you agree?
Yes. Let's figure out how we can get this done and move in the direction of significantly changing the abuse of even the filibuster rule first.
Barack Obama and Joe Biden said the filibuster was a relic of Jim Crow. Today, of course, they defend the filibuster. Speaking of the former president, he did have this to say about Nancy Pelosi. He said, "I've often said Nancy was the best Speaker of the House in American history. It's why I awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. When I was president, we worked together to grow our economy, create millions of jobs, and make historic investments in our nation's future. She has devoted so much of her life to this country, and America will always be grateful. Jill and I wish Nancy and Rand Paul the best. Now, of course, Republicans don't share that opinion, and it's pretty clear at this point in time today that neither do Democrats. No one, left or right, supports Nancy Pelosi, and that was pointed out today by House Speaker Mike Johnson.
The old guard has been repudiated, and the radicals are taking over the Democratic Party. We have evidence now every day. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi has now announced her retirement this morning. That is a very important sign that I hope that you all will delve into. Even the famous San Francisco liberal is not far left enough for the neo-Marxists. We commend her for her services. We all do, everyone who serves in Congress, but there should be a lot written about that.
The famous San Francisco liberal, not far enough left for today's Democrats. Now, if Johnson is right, she's just the first of the old guard to exit stage left. Who could be next? Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer?
Is it time for him to maybe take a note from Speaker Nancy Pelosi?
I think everybody has to understand what the mood in the country is, that people want fighters.
Should Tuesday's election be a warning to him that he's got to...
Absolutely. I think it should be a warning. Just caving to the easiest road, you know, and not getting a victory, not using our power for what we need to use is I think, is not going to be acceptable.
So you're not calling on Schumer to step aside right now?
I got to go.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.